change of heart. Jay would connect me to the inner circle of the vice president's friends to interview, and possibly family members as well. As I interviewed different people, God gave me favor, and they began referring me to other people to interview, opened doors to those who were often reluctant to speak, and encouraged the vice president and his people to participate in this project to the fullest extent possible. While many participated, there was some resistance from others. The vice president, his family, and those closest to him had been burnt horribly by the media in the past, with their comments taken out of context, twisted, or used as weapons. I was facing an uphill battle. Yet I believe in the power of prayer and kept on storming the gates of heaven, asking for God to open the doors and give me favor. Ultimately, I ended up with more than 50 interviews with many other people, some of whom wished to remain anonymous. While everyone supported this book and had great things to say about the vice president, not everyone shared his religious convictions or political views. This in itself revealed a lot about who he is as a man and Christian, as well as his ability to connect with people. One afternoon, I had a unique interview with Rex Alsace, founder and CEO of the Strategy Group Company. Rex is a dear friend of the vice president's, and his company has produced all of Mike Pence's campaign ads since he won his first congressional campaign. Rex and I connected spiritually, and God showed him my heart for this project. It was clear to him that I wasn't writing a tell-all or out to hurt the vice president, but to share the truth about who he is as a man, husband, father, politician, and Christian. What I can only believe is a miracle from the hand of God, Rex became an avid supporter, and on several occasions personally advocated on my behalf directly to the vice president to participate with his wife and family. While awaiting the vice president's response, Rex and his assistant, R.J. Richmond, linked arms with me in prayer and faith that God would indeed open the necessary doors to the West Wing at the White House. Miraculously, he did. I'm not under the illusion that everyone who reads this book will be in agreement with the vice president's political views. I must point out, however, that this is not a book about politics, but about Mike Pence's faith and how it directly affects the rest of his life. As he likes to say, I'm a Christian, conservative, and Republican in that order. Many people who do not support Mike's spiritual views will find ways to mock him or twist comments and stories about him. It saddens me that we live in a country where we strongly advocate for religious freedom, yet take offense and become angry with those who don't share our views. Regardless of one's religious beliefs, if we are mature, reasonable people, we should respect anyone who lives by their convictions as Mike Pence does. My overall goal with this book is not to set the vice president up as a spiritual hero, but to show the heart of the real man as a Christian, husband, father, and politician. In doing so, I tried to allow his own words and those of his family, friends, and colleagues tell his story, while I served as a conduit to weave it together. My prayer is that it inspires, encourages, and challenges you. To God be the glory. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Matthew chapter 25, verse 23. Forward. I have known Mike Pence for almost 25 years. We share the same passion and values for faith, family, conservative causes, and servanthood for our nation. We have a lot in common. While I served the body of Christ as a pastor, Mike Pence was considering the priesthood. When I became a servant for our country as lieutenant governor, then as governor of Arkansas, Mike Pence was a member of the U.S. House of Representatives in Indiana. We both have 3 children and wives who have stood the test of time as faithful companions and prayer warriors. Most